we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here is Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Finding room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
27 on the play. First down, Carolina.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Young to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So, week 1 is upon us. Frank Reich making his debut as Panthers head coach. He's tapped Bryce Young to get the nod here on opening day. And I think nowadays, Charles, if you're the #1 overall pick, the expectation is that you're going to be running the show right from the start.
I agree with that totally, and I support it, because if I'm drafting guy #1, I'm going to do everything possible to get him ready to go right out of the gate. And it has worked out fairly well for the last 3 guys who were in that position. Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence. All 3 have led their teams to the playoffs, with Burrow getting his team to the Super Bowl.
18 yards the gain for number 18. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the foul. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run with Robinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
second and goal from inside the 5. Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Now a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 35. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down, Panthers.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Young to throw it. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing, Young. It's caught by Sanders. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Mooney had a hair under 500 yards last season and only 2 touchdowns. But the year before, 1,000-yard season. 2023, a big year for his future with the franchise.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And Young's throw there incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
A second down throw for Young. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Young on 3rd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Down the right sideline. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers have retaken a third quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw taken in by London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action. Young. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. The Sanders has got it complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down, Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Cousins now. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Shrugs him off. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Again, it's Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A 1st down throw for Young. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads. Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Inside the 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run up 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And they will take a knee here. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game.